Our next piece is example 3-3A, and this is a fun fantasy adventure theme. We'll use this to explore a few different ways of reducing the voicing and the harmony. This is orchestral, so there's more going on, but let's take a listen and then we'll break down what's happening. Here it is, example 3-3A. There's some good energy here. Let's group everything into components. There's really only a few things happening at once. First, we have these staccato eighth notes in the brass and doubled with piano. They're driving the rhythmic energy of the piece. Second, we have the melody, this soaring string line doubled with flute up above. And notice we have a counter melody with English horn and viola. The melody is written with 4-bar phrases, so the counter melody starts to speak at the end of the phrase in measure 4. As the melody holds out G, we're able to hear the counter melody come through, and that continues for a little bit. We have a couple more things happening. The cello plays staccato arpeggios. They're undulating up and down, so the lowest note falls on the downbeat. And those are supported by the contrabass playing pizzicato, and both of them support the brass and piano harmony. We have one final detail, and I think of it like a special effect. The first violin, it sneaks in on measure 5, sustaining a high B flat. It's written 8 VA, an octave higher than notated. In my mind, it helps with this feeling of soaring, like you're flying through the air. And that high B flat is a nice common tone that connects the harmonies of measures 5 through 8. B flat is the added second of the A flat major 7 chord, and it's also the third of the G minor 7 chord, so it's very smooth. As I mentioned, the piece is written with 4-bar phrases. We're basically using a 2-chord structure in the first 4 measures, moving between A flat major 7 and this G minor 7 harmony. And that repeats in measures 5 to 8. This is all very diatonic, meaning the notes all belong to the same general key. It's like we're in A flat Lydian, or perhaps C minor, although we haven't heard a C minor chord yet. As the piece continues, we use the same harmonic structure, but now we shift it a whole step lower. So now we move between G flat major 7 and then F minor 7. It's nice for the bass to move down chromatically. The first 8 measures were A flat and G, and now it moves down a half step to G flat and F. So the bass movement is very smooth. By the way, I think this G flat is striking to hear after the first 8 measures, because up until then, the G has been natural. We haven't heard it before, and we feel that we're going outside of the key. In the final few measures, the violin and flute melody holds out F, but the trumpets come in and pull our attention. They're working in tandem with the upper piano. And the staccato eighth notes bring energy. And notice the uppermost trumpet plays F, the same as the melody note. I think this also helps our ears focus on them.